Hi, my name is Anand Raja from Blender Talkies. In this tutorial I am going to show you how to model this door using realistic scale or real world scale size. Modeling this door is not a complicated one, but why I choose this topic means there is a good chance to use mirror modifier, array modifier, creasing and so on. This is a good exercise for beginners. Okay, let's get into Blender and see how this model looks inside. This is the finished model. First I am going to model only this frame. I just model only quarter portion of this one, and using the mirror modifier I mirror this one across x-axis and z-axis to complete this door. Next we are going to model this panel. I just model only one panel, and using the mirror modifier I mirror this one across x-axis, and using the array modifier I duplicate this one to fit with the entire door. And finally we are going to create this door support. Okay, let's get into the tutorial. Create a new scene in Blender. Before you start modeling anything, it's a good idea to see some of the reference photos. But for this tutorial we don't have any reference photos. You can use this finished render image as reference photo and use this blueprint for modeling purpose. Next we need to load the reference image or blueprint inside Blender. For that, click this split area handle here, drag this one to left side like this, change this one to UV image editor, open, select the reference image folder, load this blueprint. Here I measure the values in feet and inches, so we need to change our default Blender unit system. For that, go to the scene properties here. Underneath this unit you can set this one to imperial, so we can work with feet and inches. Now I am going to apply these values to this cube. Press T to hide this toolbar and press N to bring this properties panel. The 2 feet 11 inch is the X, which is the length of the door. Set this one 2 feet 11 inch. Now it shows 2.917 feet, but okay, this one is the 2 feet 11 inch. If you want to see the separate unit like feet and inches means enable these separate units. So you can now it shows feet and inches as a separate units. And Y is the breadth of the door, which is 1.5 inch. And Z is the height of the door, which is 6 feet. Now if you notice the scale values are changed, if you leave this one as it is, this will create some problem in later. I will show you how. Go to the front orthographic view, press tab to enter into edit mode. Now select these two vertices. The height of this door is 6 feet. Go to the mesh display here. Underneath this mesh display, enable this edge length. Now it shows 6.562 feet. This is the height of the door, but this is wrong. The height of the door is 6 feet and length of the door is 2 feet 11 inch. If you select these two vertices, and this length also shows 6.562 feet. This is wrong because of the scale values. To fix the scale, press Ctrl A, apply the scale. Now the scale values are reset. Now press tab to enter into edit mode. Now see the length of the door, now it shows 2.917 feet and the height of the door is 6 feet. Now it shows exactly. Now disable this edge length and press N to hide this properties panel. Now I am going to model only quarter portion of this door. For that we need to cut this door vertical and horizontally. Press Ctrl R to add one loop cut here. This will bring one purple line. You can increase the loop cut by using your middle mouse button. You can scroll up or scroll down to increase the decrease the loop cut, or you can use the plus in your keyboard to increase and minus to decrease the loop cuts. Once you left click, this will brings you to the edge slide mode, but we don't want to move this edge loop. We want to place this one exactly center, so just right click, this will place the loop cut exactly center. In the same way, add one loop cut here. Now go to the wireframe mode Press B for box selection. Select these vertices like that and delete that. Now go to the modifier stack here, add modifier, select the mirror modifier. Now this one mirror this one across x-axis by default, but it's okay, but we want to mirror this one across the z-axis also. So check this one and enable the clipping. If you don't enable this clipping, means you can pull these vertices away from this center point, but we don't want that. We want to place these vertices exactly at this place. So enable this clipping. So now if you try to pull these vertices, you cannot do that. This is what we want. Okay, now go to the front view. Now we're going to model the top rail, bottom rail, left rail, right rail, middle rail and the cross rail. The length of top, bottom, left and right is 3 inch, and the length of middle rail and this cross rail is 2.5 inch. We're going to add the loop cut like that only. Just minimize this one like this. Press T to bring this toolbar panel. Press Ctrl R to add one loop cut here. Left click. Once you left click, this will brings you to the edge slide mode. Just allow this one to move up to this edge like that. Now press G. This will bring you to the grab mode. Press X to lock this one to the x-axis. Just move this one up to this like that. And now this brings this translate menu. Here the X value shows 3.474 inch. What does this means? This is the distance between this vertex to this vertex. But this one is the left rail. The length of this left rail is 3 inch. This one is the left rail. The length of this one is 3 inch. So we're going to change this one to 3 inch. And press Ctrl R to add another one loop cut here. The top rail is also 3 inch. Just move this one up to this like that. G. Now lock it to the Z axis and set this one to -3 inch. And the length between this rail to this rail is 11 inch. Add one loop cut here. Just move this one up to this. G. Lock it to the Z axis. Set this one to -11 inch. And this cross rail is 2.5 inch. So -2.5 inch. Press Ctrl R, G, lock to the Z axis. This one -11 inch. Ctrl R, G, lock to the Z axis. Set this one to -2.5 inch. Okay. Now the length between this rail to this rail is 13 inch. Press Ctrl R to add another loop cut here. Move this one up to this. G, lock to the X axis. Set this one to 13 inch. Okay. And the top, bottom, left and right rail are 3 inch. And the middle rail and the cross rail length is 2.5 inch. Let's check these values are correct. Press N to bring this properties panel. Underneath this mesh display, enable this edge length. Now the height of this one is 3 inch. Okay. This one is 11 inch. This one is 2.5. Okay. This one is 11. This one is 2.5. Okay. Here it shows 6 inch. This quarter portion of this door is exact mirror of this side. If this side is 6 inch, means this side also we have 6 inch. So totally 6 inch and 6 inch is 12 inch, which is equal to 1 feet. But here is, this one is the 11 inch and this one is 11 inch. We want the 11 inch between these two rails. Okay. So what we going to do means we need to reduce the 0.5 inch here. If we reduce 0.5 inch, this side means this side also reflect this 0.5 inch. Now press Z, go to the wireframe mode, press B for box selection and select these vertices like that. Now press G, lock it to the Z axis, move this one like that, and here set this one to -0.5 inch. Now check this one. The distance between here to here is, now it shows 5.5 inch. This side 5.5 inch means this side also we have 5.5 inch, so totally 11 inch. This is okay. And the distance between here to here is 1.5 inch. This side is 1.5 inch and this side also we have 1.5 inch, so totally 3 inch. But in the middle rail and the cross rail are 2.5 inch length. For that we need to reduce 0.25. Go to the wireframe mode. If we reduce 0.25 inch, this side means that side also reduce 0.25. So totally we will reduce the 0.5 inch. G, lock it to the x-axis. Just move this one like that and set this value to 0.25 inch. I'll check this value. Now it's just 1.25 and this side also we have 1.25. Totally we have 2.5 inch. Okay, now the door is in exact real world scale size. Disable this edge length. Go to the face selection mode by pressing Ctrl tab and select the face selection mode from here. Select these faces. Press I to insert this one and just left click, and don't care about these settings now. We don't want to insert this face and we want to select this inner face. F6 and deselect this boundary, so you can don't insert this face here. And we want to select this inner face here, uncheck this select outer. Okay. And for this thickness value, set this one to 0.02. Now go to the right view and the wireframe mode. By pressing 3 you can go to the right view. By pressing Z, this will brings you to the wireframe mode. Now just bring these faces something like that, so you will get some depth like this. Now delete these faces, we don't need that. The door frame is finished. Next we are going to create the panel using circle. Before I add the circle, I want to position the 3D cursor exactly center of this one. Why I am moving the cursor to here means, if we add any mesh, it will add based on this 3D cursor position. Now press Ctrl tab to go to the vertex selection mode. Alt Shift and right click to select this edge loop. Press Shift S cursor to selector. Now press tab to leave from the edit mode. Press Shift A, mesh, add a circle. And reduce the number of vertices to 16. And leave this fill type as nothing and check this one align to view. Now look at this blueprint. The size of this circle is 7.3 inch. So we're going to apply this value to this circle. Now press T to hide this toolbar panel and press N to bring this properties window. Here underneath this dimension, change this one to 7.3 inch and y equal to 7.3 inch. Now the scale values are changed. Now press Ctrl A, apply this scale. And we're going to create another one circle, which is this 3.5 inch size. Press Shift D to duplicate this one and right click to cancel any movement. And here underneath this X, change this one to 3.5 inch and Y equal to 3.5 inch. Okay. Now press Ctrl A, apply this scale. Why are you creating these two circular separate object means, I going to use proportional editing for this 3.5 inch circle. That's why I created these two circles as a separated one. And finally I merged these two circles as a single mesh. Now hide this properties panel, select these two circles, go to the right view and just move these two circles away from this door frame in the Y axis like this. Now go to the front view, select this circle, press tab to enter into edit mode, press E for extrude and scale this one like that. To create this bevel like this, we need to add some loop cuts here. Press Ctrl R to add two loop cuts here and again add two loop cuts in between those like this. Now select these edge loops like this. Now go to the right view and the wireframe mode, just move this one in the Y axis something like that. Maybe just bring this back. Okay. Smoothen this one, we need to add the subdivision surface modifier. add modifier, select the subdivision surface and increase the subdivision level to 2. Okay, now just move this on the y-axis little bit, something. Okay, this one, I think this looks okay, fine. Okay, now go to the front view. Now select this circle, press tab to enter into edit mode, E for extrude, and scale this one something like that, and add the 5 loop cuts here. Press Ctrl R to add one loop cut here. You can use your middle mouse button to increase the counts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now select this middle edge loop. You can enable the proportional editing by choosing this button here, or you can use the shortcut by pressing the O key. Okay, and set this fall off type to sphere. Now press G and lock this one into the y-axis. You can use your middle mouse button to scroll down to bring the fall off down like this, and just move this one like this to get nice rounded shape like this. I think this is okay. I think this is looking good. Okay, now disable the proportional editing and go to the modifier stack, add the subdivision surface modifier to this one and increase the number of subdivision level to 2. Okay, now we're going to merge this circle and this circle together. For that, select this one and shift and right click to select this one, press Ctrl J to join those together. Now if you go to the edit mode, now these two circles are merged together. Okay, I go to the right view, select one of the vertices in this circle, press L to select the linked vertices and just move this one in the y-axis, something like that. Okay, now select this circle and just move this one, thing like that, and scale this one. Select this edge loop, just bring this back. Okay, now select this edge loop and this edge loop, press the space bar and search for this bridge edge loop tool and select this one. Okay, now these two loops are merged together, and add one loop cut here and scale this one like that, and just bring this one and just move this one in the y-axis a little bit like that. Okay, now this is looking good, and press T to bring this toolbar panel and add this shading smooth to this one. Okay, right, now this one is okay, but we need to sharpen this edge and this edge. For that, you can add the loop cut here to sharpen this edge like this. If you look this one in solid mode, it's look great. This will increase the polygons, so we don't go to follow this method. Instead, I going to crease this one. Press Alt Shift and right click to select this edge loop and this edge loop. Press N to bring this properties panel here. Underneath this mean crease, you can increase this one from 0 to 1. Just you can see here, if you set this value to 1, you can get this sharp edge like this. You can use this shortcut. The shortcut is Shift E. You can use the shortcut to sharpen those edges like this. Okay, and press N to hide this properties panel. Now this one looking good, and maybe sharpen this edge also like this, and add one loop cut here. I'll shift and right click to select this one, press Shift E to sharpen those edge. Okay, now this one looking good. Now go to the view. Okay, next we going to create this button in this middle one. For that, I'm going to use the UV sphere. Press Shift A, mesh, add the UV sphere. Press T to bring this toolbar panel. Here set these segments to 16 and the rings to 16. Okay, and enable this align to view. Now go to the right view like this and the wireframe mode press tab to enter into edit mode, scale this one like this, something, maybe go to the front view and scale this one like that. Go to the right view and B for box selection, select the half of these vertices like that and delete that. Okay, now select only these vertices and move this one front like this. This one in the y-axis, something like that. Okay, I think this one looks good. Scale this one in the y-axis. Okay, scale this one the y-axis a little bit like that. Okay, this one is looking good now. Now this UV sphere and this panel, press Ctrl J to join those together. Okay, now press tab to enter into edit mode, go to the right view, select one of these vertices, and L to select the linked vertices, go to the wireframe mode. Now I going to snap this UV sphere to align with these vertices here. For that, press Ctrl Shift tab to select the snapping type to vertex and go to the right view, press G, lock this one into the y-axis and hold down the Ctrl key, just hover this your cursor to one of these vertices like that. Now this one snaps to this vertex. Okay, and go to the front view and scale this one a little bit like this. Okay, I think this one is looking good. Okay, select this middle vertex and enable the proportional editing. G and Y, just move this, bring this back like this. I think the right view here on the wireframe mode, G and Y, just bring this back like this. Okay, okay, now select these vertices, press L to select this linked vertices and G, Y to snap this one. Okay, this is this proportional editing, Z, Y to snap this one to this vertex. Okay, fine. Now I going to merge these vertices together like that. Select this one, enable this snap tool and set the type to vertex. Once you press G, if you hover close to this cursor, means it will bring one little circle and this will merge to that vertex. Okay, just move this one like that and left click to confirm that. Select this one, G, snap this one like that. You can do this one for all of these vertices. Okay, once you finish snapping all the vertices, means now press A to select everything and press W and select the remove doubles. Totally we need to remove the 16 vertices. Okay, 16 vertices removed here. Okay, next we need to sharpen this edge a little bit. For that, press Ctrl R to add one loop cut here and sharpen this one like this and add this shading smooth to this one. Okay, that's it. This design portion is over. Next we going to create some rectangle piece like that using this circle. Press tab to enter into edit mode, alt shift and right click to select this edge loop. Go to the right view, extrude this one in the y-axis little bit like this. Okay, and go to the front view, extrude and scale this one little. Okay, now disable this snapping tool here and scale this one like this. Okay, and extrude, scale this one more time like this. Now using this circle, I going to convert this one like this rectangle. For that, select these three vertices like this here, press S, X and 0. And the same way, select these three vertices here, S, X and 0. Select these three vertices, S, Z and 0. I'll shift and right click to select this edge loop, scale this on something like that. Okay. And select everything and scale this one little bit like that. Okay. Press T to hide this toolbar and select this vertex. Press G and press X to lock this one to the x-axis. Hold down the control key, hover your cursor over this vertex and snap to this vertex like this. Press G and lock this one to the z-axis and snap to this vertex like this. In the same way you can do this here. G, X, snap to this vertex. G, Z and snap to this vertex. Select this one. G, X, snap to this one. G, Z, snap to this one. Okay. G, X, snap to this one. G, Z and snap to this one. Okay. Now press Alt Shift and right click to select this edge loop. Press B for box selection tool and hold down your middle mouse button and drag this one like this to deselect these vertices. In the same way, B for box selection and deselect these vertices like this. And scale this one in the x-axis something like that. Okay. Fine. Scale this one maybe. Okay, I think this one is okay. And scale this one something little bit like this. Okay, fine. Now select this edge loop. Go to the right view. Press E for extrude and scale this one in the y-axis little bit like this. And go to the front view. Extrude and scale this one something like this. Okay. Scale this on the z-axis little bit something. Okay. And go to the right view. Extrude in the y-axis something like this. Okay, fine. Go to the front view and extrude, scale this one like that. Edges of these panels looks very smooth. We need to sharpen those edges. Press Ctrl R to add one loop cut here. The shape of this edge loop not even. We need to set this one to even. Press E key. One red dot will appear here. This indicate the edge slide choose the direction from this side. But we want to flip the direction to this side. Press F key to flip the direction and place the edge loop here like that. Okay. Now press Ctrl Tab to go to the edge selection mode. Go to the wireframe mode. Select these edge loops by holding Alt Shift and right click to select those edges. This one, this one, this one, and finally this edge loop. Okay. Go to the front view. Press C for circle selection tool. You can increase or decrease the size of circle by using your middle mouse button. Scroll up or scroll down like this and deselect these edges. Now press Ctrl B to bevel this one. You can move your mouse to increase the bevel value, but small amount is enough for this one. Hold down the Shift key for small movement. I think this is okay. Close to 0.005 is enough. You can see the values here in the bottom left hand corner. I think this one is fine. And F6 to bring the operator panel and increase the number of segments to 2. Okay. Now these edges are looking sharp. Fine. And we need to sharpen this edge also. Press Tab to enter into edit mode. Set this edge loop and this edge loop. Press Shift P and 1. This will add the mean crease value 1 to this edge loops. Okay. Select this edge loop. Scale this one little bit, something like that. Fine. Now to the top view. Before that, select this edge loop, go to the top view, just bring this one back like this. Okay. Now go to the wireframe mode, move this panel back to this frame like that, and press tab to enter into edit mode. Select this edge loop, go to the front view and scale this one something like this, and make sure diagonal edge align with these edges. Okay. Now scale this one the Z axis to align these edges with the door frame edge like this. Okay, fine. Now this one is looking good. Now modeling the panels and the door frame is almost finished, but you look at this door panel, these edges are looks very sharp. We need to smoothen those edges little bit. For that, select this door panel, go to this modifier stack, add modifier and select the bevel modifier. Here go to the scene properties. It's hard to set the values in inches, so I'm going to set the default blended unit system for this one. Go to the scene properties, set the unit type to none. Okay, come here, the modifier stack, and change the width to something like that, very small amount. You can go to the wireframe mode and see the size of this bevel. I think this one is okay, fine, and increase the number of segments to 2. Okay. Now this one is looking good, fine. And press tab to enter into edit mode, press Ctrl tab to go to the face selection mode, select this face, and this face. Extrude this one in the Y axis, little bit extrude, and Y, just move this one back, something like that. Okay, fine. Next, I'm going to use the mirror modifier to mirror this panel across the X axis, and using the array modifier to duplicate this panel to fit with the entire door. Now select this panel and go to this modifier stack and choose the mirror modifier. By default this one select the X axis, but this one is okay. We want to mirror this panel across the X axis, but you cannot see the panels now. Why? Means this mirror modifier works based on this origin point. You will see one orange dot here. To mirror this panel to this side, we need to place our origin something here. That is the origin center of this door. To move this origin point to here, move your cursor to here like this and press Ctrl Alt Shift C and select the origin to 3D cursor. Now this panel mirrored in the X axis. Panels are not in the correct place. Now select this door. We want to place the origin exactly center of this door frame. Okay. Press tab to enter into edit mode. Go to the edge selection mode. Select this edge. Press Shift S and choose the cursor to selector. Now leave from the edit mode. Select this panel. Press Ctrl Alt Shift C and select the origin to 3D cursor. Now you will see this panel properly mirrored in the X axis. Okay, fine. Now select this panel, minimize this one and minimize this one. Add modifier, this time choose the array modifier. Okay. We want to duplicate this one on the Z axis. 2 arrow indicates this one is the Z axis. This one is the negative Z axis. We are going to duplicate these panels in the negative direction. Okay. This one is the X and this one is Y and this one is Z. We want to duplicate these panels in the Z axis. So set this one to 0 and if you increase the value in the positive value, means this will move the panel in the upward direction. You cannot see the panel now. Press Ctrl A, apply the rotation. Okay, now you will see the panel. Let's see, now the panel moves in the upward direction like this, but we want to move this panel in the negative direction. Okay, let's go to the wireframe mode and just move this one like this. Okay, I think this one is working. And now increase the number of counts to fit with the door. Modeling the door panels and door frame are finished. Next we are going to create the door support using cube. Press Shift A, mesh, add the cube and press N to bring the properties panel. The size of this door support is 3.5 inch. Underneath this dimension, set the X equal to 3.5 inch. And the Y equal to 3.5 inch and the Z equal to 3.5 inch. Okay, the Z value is not necessary, but we can alter this one later. For now, set this one to 3.5 inch. Now go to the top view, press tab to enter into the edit mode. Just move this one something like that. Why I am moving this cube in the edit mode means we need to place the origin exactly in the 3D cursor there. Okay, because we're going to mirror the door support in the x-axis. Now go to the front view and just bring this one something there like this. Now okay, now go to the top view. We need to cut the door support like this. For that, press Ctrl R to add one loop cut here and just move this one up to this edge. G, lock it to the x-axis and move this one something like this, and hide this properties panel. Bring this toolbar panel and underneath this translate menu, set the x value to -0.5 inch. Okay, and the distance between this point to this point is 1.5 inch. So I will look at here, bring the edge slide to like this. G, lock it to the y-axis, bring this one, and now set this one value to -1.5 inch. Now press Ctrl tab to go to the vertex selection mode. Select these two edges and delete that. Now press Ctrl tab to go to the edge selection mode. Select this edge and this edge. Press F to fill the face there. In the same way, select this edge and this edge. Press F to fill the face. And next we need to create the shape like this. Now select this edge, press Ctrl B to bevel this one something like that. Okay, and make sure the number of segment is 1. Okay, otherwise if the number of segment is increased, you will get something the rounded shape like this. Set the number of segments to 1. Okay, go to the front view, the wireframe mode, press Ctrl tab to go to the vertex selection mode. Select these bottom vertices, delete the faces there. Okay, in the same way, select these top vertices and delete the faces. Fine. Now go to the top view, select everything, press G and move this one to here something like that. But you will get some nasty kind of effect in the bottom of this door. This is because of this bevel modifier, I guess. Move this bevel modifier above the mirror modifier and see. Yeah, now this one is fixed. Go to the top view, the wireframe mode, select this door support and place this one something like that. Okay, go to the front view, press tab to enter into the edit mode and go to the wireframe mode. Select these top vertices, just move this one like this. Okay, and press Shift D to duplicate this one and right click to the cancel any movement. Rotate this one in the y-axis by 90 degree and go to the right view, press G and move this one to something there here, something like this. Okay, we need to align this vertex to this one. Press G, hold on the control key to snap this to this vertex. Okay, front view like this. Okay, now leave from the edit mode, go to the modifier, add the mirror modifier to this one. Okay, now our origin point is exactly center of this door frame, so we can get the exact mirror of this door support. Now press T to hide this toolbar panel. Okay, next we move on to creating the rest of the door support. Go to the edit mode, press E and extrude this one in the x-axis like this, and here enable the clipping, so you cannot move the vertices away from this center point. If you leave this one, if you disable this clipping, means you can move these vertices away from this center point. Okay, we don't want that. Just enable this clipping and just place this one like this. Next we need to clean up some of the edges. Press Ctrl tab to go to the edge selection mode, select this edge and press T to bring this toolbar panel. Press delete and choose the dissolve edges option and enable this dissolve vertices. If you not enable this one, means go to the vertex selection mode. This will delete only the edges, this will not delete the vertices there. Okay, we'll undo this one. Now delete these edges, choose the dissolve edges, dissolve vertices. Now go to the vertex selection mode. Now these vertices also deleted. Okay, now select this edge, delete dissolve edges, select this one, delete dissolve edges, this one, delete dissolve edges. Okay, fine. Now go to the vertex selection mode, select this vertex, press G and lock this one into the Z axis. Hold on the control key to snap this one to this vertex and select this one, G, and lock this one into the X axis, snap this one to this vertex. Okay, fine. Now select this one, extrude this one on the Z axis, snap this one to this vertex. Now fill the face there. Extrude this one in the Y axis, snap this one to this vertex, fill the face there. Okay, and fill the face there. Fine. Now what I'm going to do means select this vertex, extrude this one the Y axis, sorry, in the X axis, snap this one to this vertex, select these vertices now and press F2, fill the face there. Same way, select this one, extrude this one the Z axis, snap this one to this vertex. Now fill the face there. Okay, select these four vertices, fill the face, select this one and fill the face. Okay, now finish. Now select everything, press W and remove doubles. Now 3 vertices are removed because we snapped some of the vertices here, so this will have the duplicate vertices. That's why I used this remove double option. That's it, tutorial is finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and learned something about Blender. If you have any feedback, post the comment below. That's it from me. Thanks for watching.